tonight. It might be cold outside today, but it's gonna get hot in this room. Is it gonna get hot in this room? Everybody in the room, I encourage you, yes, if you haven't already checked in on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, do that. You know, you hear us talk about that kind of stuff a lot, but it is reality. You guys supporting, letting people know that SDW exists. It's been around for a long time because people like you. And personally, I thank you very, very much for showing up. Thank you. With that in mind...
What?
With that in mind, have you guys already marked down the next show, March 29th? March 29th, have you marked down? Can everybody say March 29th? Awesome, great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, we're in the building. You know what time it is? It is time for our national anthem. I do ask everybody in attendance, please rise. If you're wearing a baseball cap, you want to take that baseball cap off, please do.
Oh, I see.
With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we love to film everything we do here so we can relive it, so we can go back. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's Fight TV, whether it's a Facebook page, we film it so you can relive it. If you chant something awesome, relive it. You see an awesome match, relive it. So, before we get started, I would love to see how loud you guys can get in this room today. So, on the count of 3, let's make some noise. 1, 2, 3. That was really, really good. I mean that. So.
Neither one of you and I couldn't figure out, Mick Karsh. Have you ever seen the Golden Idol arrive at a venue so early?
Never.
As he was, and then it finally dawned on us. Takada is here. Idol must have known they were passing out free beer.
You hit the nail on the head.
If anything that involves the word free, Idol is all for.
The man has fish hooks in his pockets when it comes to digging out change, I'll tell you that. The Golden Idol, the Temple of Terror, the reigning and defending Steel Domain Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Brandon Gore and Aaron Corbin. Gimmick infringement.
Has Aaron Corbin ever had an original thought?
Never. Why start now?
We are going to leave here with the tag team belts for a lot of reasons. One, I'm simply just better than AJ LaRock and Arik Cannon. Two, my tag team partner is the most legitimate athlete in that locker room. And three, and most important, it's simple. If God was a tag team and wore a kilt, he'd be us.
There are no words.
Wait a minute. What do we got going on here now?
Beer barrel polka?
Is Lasowski here? What's going on around here?
That would be something.
Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, there's AJ LaRock, the Canadian Crusher. Where's his tag team partner? Oh, Arik Cannon. There he is. And there they go. There they go, heading to the ring. Crusher and Cannon. Are they going to go into the ring? Do they know there's a match? Wait a minute, what are they doing here? There they go. What a combination. Wait a minute, near our microphone here. AJ LaRock has picked up a keg. There he goes. Cigar in mouth, keg on the back.
Was AJ responsible for the free beer tonight?
I'm guessing that most of the free beer is inside AJ LaRock at this point. Do you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? Throwback to the AWA days of the Crusher. Oh, this is tremendous.
I knew this seemed familiar.
I figured you'd get up and do the polka here, Ken Resnick.
The Temple of Terror didn't seem to want very much to do with this Canadian duo.
Listen to this. Listen to this crowd. Wait a minute.
I think it's pretty clear how these people feel about the
Fighting words right out of the box.
Gentlemen, you've been a thorn in our side for a very long time. So, in commemoration of the AWA, this is another time in the world, and in commemoration of the AWA, this is another time tomorrow. We're going to dedicate this match to a very popular AWA. What do you think famous? They were legends. They are Minnesota legends. So we're dedicating this match for our tag team title win to the Crusher. Because we are the Crusher and Da Cannon.
Wow. How great is that? A dedication to the late, great Crusher. Oh, man, I got chills.
Mentioning two legends before their match, the Crusher and you.
Well, you're half right.
Introducing first, firmly standing to my right, weighing in today, the challengers, weighing in at 575 pounds, Arik Cannon, AJ LaRock, Da Cannon, and DaCrusher!
I love it. Da Cannon and DaCrusher, not the, Da.
Today at 434 pounds, the legitimate athlete, Brandon Gore, the peak of the temple, Aaron Corbin, accompanied by the Golden Idol, the Temple of Terror.
The reigning and defending Steel Domain Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Aaron Corbin, the peak of the Temple of Terror, and his tag team partner, Brandon Gore, the only legitimate athlete in the Steel Domain locker room, according to Aaron Corbin, managed, of course, by the Golden Idol. Are they looking past the combination of Crusher and Cannon? Because if they are, Ken Resnick, big mistake.
Let's just kind of simplify this, Mick Karsh. We've got two big guys with cigars and a keg of beer getting ready to fight two guys wearing kilts.
Well, on paper,
And I was being nice. I could have said skirts, but
you
got two big guys, a keg of beer, two big cigars, and two guys in a kilt. Who do you think?
well, I know the Vegas bookies have made the big guys prohibitive favorites for this one.
All I know is our legendary timekeeper, Roger Buck, just looked over and said, somebody mentioned a keg, and I got his full attention.
You woke him up.
I did.
You absolutely woke up Roger Buck, and that in itself, I'm telling you, is a feat. That's really something. This crowd here tonight at the Bloomington Event Center already is all over the Temple of Terror and the Golden Idol, and who can blame them? You know, you hear that ridiculous dragnet music when the idol comes out. He's got those shoes and that sparkly shirt and everything else on. The man is a walking hemisphere. He's bulbous. He's just nauseating, and the fans immediately show their disdain.
Now, did Aaron Corbin just set an all-time record for getting in and out of the ring? I mean, they didn't even hook up, and he took one look at Arik Cannon. He wanted no part of him.
Well, look at him. Look at him now. Come on, get in there, champ. Get in there and wrestle. And isn't it interesting? Aaron Corbin has actually made a Steel Domain wrestling date. He's here. He's on time. He's in the ring defending the championship. He actually is not a no-show. What do you think of that, Ken Resnick?
Well, since I didn't make the January show, I was on the East Coast. I probably shouldn't comment too much.
Sorry, I put you on the spot there. Sorry, pal.
But, yeah, I mean, realistically, you could say what you want about the Golden Idol, Brandon Gore, but anytime Aaron Corbin is on the card, you see that bottom print out scheduled to appear in a little larger type.
Arik Cannon, we have mentioned many, many times, he can brawl, he can wrestle scientifically, he's a world traveler. He has done it all and seen it all in professional wrestling. I tell you, you look at Cannon getting into the ring, not the biggest guy in the world, not a muscle-up guy, but from a technical standpoint and a pure toughness standpoint, They don't make him much more rugged than Arik Cannon.
I think Aaron Corbin may have tried to use that trick one too many times, Mick. And, of course, Arik Cannon, compared to Gore and Corbin, can hold his own, but not many guys in pro wrestling look large when their partner is A.J. LaRock.
A.J. LaRock, they bill him at about 340, 350, and that might be an understatement.
Well, he made that keg look tiny, but it's actually actual size.
I've said many, many times, A.J. LaRock, the Canadian Crusher, in my opinion, and this is the highest compliment, is the modern-day Jerry Blackwell. This guy can do it all from the cannonball maneuver to a standing drop kick. He is much more quick and agile than you would anticipate for a man his size. Wait a minute.
Cigar in mouth. I agree with you completely, Mick.
Hang on a second. He forgot to take the cigar out, or did he? Can he not quite get his arms around?
No, he cannot. And A.J. LaRock did not seem too impressed.
I'm not sure that you want to have that cigar hanging out. You know, that's the kind of thing that Aaron Corbin or Brandon Gore would just as soon stick down your throat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Right into the brick wall, known as A.J. LaRock. Oh, no.
That's why he brought the cigar with him.
Watch this now. Look at LaRock. Over the top. What an arm drag by a man his size. That is close to 400 pounds of A.J. LaRock, moving around that ring like a light heavyweight.
I think in some ways, Mick, A.J. LaRock coming out with that cigar in his mouth, it's almost like saying, go ahead, try.
Oh, my God. Corbin tried to get involved. LaRock nailed him, but now it's Gore. In behind, snap air to the canvas, and a big elbow across the massive chest of A.J. LaRock.
You know, we've talked about it in the past, Mick. Brandon Gore has really bulked up, but compared to A.J. LaRock, he looks tiny.
The city of Minneapolis looks tiny compared to A.J. LaRock. That is one massive individual in that ring. And now Corbin unloading. Now he pulls referee Jay Soltis to the other side of the ring, and now it allows the double team working on A.J. LaRock as Brandon Gore maintains a chokehold from the outside. Now Gore is in the ring. We got the double team action.
I tell you, you don't like to see it, but you've got to give Gore and Corbin credit. Nobody is better at distracting the referee than those two.
Look at this now. They're trying to get LaRock up and over. I'm not sure that they can do it, even the two of them. Oh, look at LaRock. Oh, the pure strength of A.J. LaRock. Nothing fancy about that guy, I'll tell you that.
And you know what's interesting, if our camera is able to pick it up, the Golden Idol at ringside just had no idea what to make of A.J. LaRock, and rightfully so.
I'm trying not to look at the Golden Idol, but you know, you look at that gold lamaze.
And there you go.
Yep, from the outside of the ring. Yep, the man from Glad on the outside of the ring.
That's the problem. Whenever you face the Temple of Terror, it's basically 3 against 2 in a tag match.
Ken, you know as well as I do, when the Golden Idol lays out money for anybody, for any talent, for his stable, his temple, he is going to be front and center. He's going to be within eye shot, ear shot, grab shot, whatever it is, every time they wrestle.
Well, what I'm still trying to figure out, he's taking his team to the Bahamas. What airline would run a special to the Bahamas in the middle of winter? Because you know the Golden Idol doesn't know anything about paying retail.
I don't know what his spending habits are, and I'm not sure I'd like to look at those credit card receipts. God knows where he's been. Wait a minute, count of 1, 2. Wow. Probably about 15, 20 entries for the Dollhouse in Tampa, just as a start.
Obviously, you've been there.
Humperdinck told me about it years ago. Brandon Gore, the only legitimate athlete in the SDW locker room, according to his tag team partner, Aaron Corbin. There's a tag to the peak of the Temple of Terror.
Well, since we seem to be referencing old AWA talent, Aaron Corbin, the fountain of misinformation.
Look at LaRock trying to get in. You know, whether you disagree with the way he operates his business or not, promoter Ed Hellier has done an absolutely tremendous job not only on this card, but every card that we have seen in the past several months. They are gravitating to Steel Domain Wrestling. All the top independent wrestlers on the scene today know this is where it is legit. Steel Domain Wrestling.
That's why Steel Domain has a continuous record of over 20 years. And that is just an absolute fact.
In this day and age of professional wrestling promotions going in and out, revolving door, absolutely it is. Proud to be a part of it. Look at Brandon Gore working on Arik Cannon right now. Oh, he telegraphed that one, and Cannon about put him through the goalposts there. Oh, what a thunderous clothesline.
Well, you could tell part of the philosophy that the Temple of Terror is exhibiting, they realize the best shot they've got to win this match is to get a pin on Arik Cannon, not likely A.J. LaRock.
You know,
and they're trying to keep the ring cut off.
They are, and they're doing a very good job of that, and it's textbook tag team wrestling. We've seen the likes of Bockwinkel and Stevens over the years, the Vachon brothers, you name them. They utilize every square inch of that ring. If they can distract a referee, if they can, get an opponent in their corner, they know the ins and outs, and that's why they're on top. Over the top. Count of 1 and 2. No, not quite 3. I'm guessing, to your point, Ken, that he wouldn't have been able to suplex A.J. LaRock with the ease he did Cannon.
No.
Stomping away at Cannon, there's a tag.
And considering the girth on Mr. LaRock, I don't know if he'd been able to bridge over him.
No. Look at this now. LaRock doing his partner more harm than good. He's got to get out. Soltis is doing the right thing, but it's allowing the double team on Arik Cannon over the corner. And I tell you, Cannon has taken a thrashing here.
And that's one thing, again, you've got to give Gore and Corbin credit. Every single opportunity, they never missed. They saw A.J. LaRock come in, referee Jay Soltis, and they took advantage to the fullest.
This crowd solidly behind the challengers, Cannon and Crusher. Crusher and Cannon, no matter how you slice it, this is one incredible tag team combination.
I'll tell you what, you talked about the great job Ed Hellier does, and people understand there's a business arrangement with Hellier and the Golden Idol, but you've got to give Hellier credit. He forced the Idol to defend the title against this team of Cannon and LaRock.
Every once in a while, Ed Hellier makes a proper decision, and he goes by the book, and he doesn't allow his relationship with the Golden Idol to cloud his judgment.
The question always is, what book is he going by?
Well, good point there. Tag Team Championship of Steel Domain Wrestling is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. The defending champions, the Temple of Terror, Aaron Corbin and Brandon Gore. The challengers, Arik Cannon and the Canadian Crusher, A.J. LaRock. Golden Idol on the outside. And look at once again, damn him.
They never miss a trick. They take advantage of every opportunity. That's why they are the tag team champions, like it or not. But I'll tell you what, A.J. LaRock needs to make a tag.
He does.
Because Arik Cannon has absorbed a great deal of punishment.
Crowd all over the Golden Idol. A little bit of name calling on the part of our patrons here tonight at the Bloomington Event Center. All of them well-deserved.
Good block by Cannon and then drop to a knee to prevent Corbin from going in the suplex.
Couldn't quite get him over the top. Now he's trying to extricate himself. There's that elbow shot right to the jaw. Can he get over and make the tag?
He needs to make a tag.
Oh, he's got to get over there. He's certainly staying away from Aaron Corbin, but he's got to go over there and tag that 350-pounder.
That's one of the problems. They haven't worked together, Mick, that much, and Cannon should realize that he's got to make the tag, but sometimes when you're able to turn the momentum, you want to stay in and take advantage of it, and I think it was a bit of a mistake. Now he's trying to make the tag, but will Corbin allow it?
Well, let's see. Corbin is in proximity to block the tag. If he can grab the leg and pull him back towards the center of the ring, he's trying, but Cannon now able to kick out, and there's the tag to the big man. Here we go. Oh, there we go. A series of right hand. Oh, no. A.J. LaRock turning it on.
implemented the old Crusher, as Roger Buck just said. He implemented
man.
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, look at him. Look at LaRock when this man turns it on. Oh, my God. Oh, that cannonball of A.J. LaRock. When you are pinioned in the corner and you got a 350, 360-pound runaway freight train coming at you, you're crapping your pants, basically, is I think what's going on, Ken Resnick.
I'm sorry, Roger Buck and I were distracted by the Tecate girls for a moment.
I can understand. Look, oh, no, oh, my God. Brandon Gore able to roll out of the way. LaRock took a little, and that high boot right to the face of A.J. LaRock, in for the cover count of 2. But Cannon is able to break up the pin. At this juncture, referee Jay Soltis is starting to lose control over this one, which amazes me because with the combustible elements here, I would have figured that would have happened a long time ago.
That's the reason Jay Soltis is indeed the senior referee of Steel Domain.
As opposed to Jesse Johnson, your favorite referee?
No comment.
The best since Marty Miller?
I think you're giving Marty Miller far less credit than he deserves if you're comparing those two.
Look at LaRock. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Oh. Wait a minute now. Come on. He had him pinned.
Now, this is a mistake by Jay Soltis.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, but we praised him, and now he makes a critical error in judgment.
Not good. The Golden Idol jumped up on the ring apron. Soltis had one more count, one more slap of the mat, and we would have new tag team champions. Oh, look at LaRock. He's got the idol now. He's got the idol. All hell is about to break loose here. Cannon on the outside. Total chaos here in the ring and outside the ring.
Oh, did he deliver a haymaker to Brandon Gore.
Watch this now. Oh, no! The idol. Wait a minute. New champs!
He got him. He got him.
New champs! Oh, baby!
Arik Cannon, the Canadian crusher, A.J. LaRock, Cannon, and DaCrusher.
I am absolutely ecstatic. I don't mind telling you, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to try and get a word with these two.
Cannon and Crusher. As the polka music plays in the background, we have new tag team champions here in Steel Domain Wrestling, much to the chagrin of the Golden Idol, the Temple of Terror. Wow, the Golden Idol came into the ring. He insisted that the match be in the opening contest on the card because his champions had a trip to the Bahamas all scheduled. Well, you know what? I'm not so sure they'll be heading to the Bahamas. I'm not sure where they'll be going. Maybe to the top of a bridge and jump off after this one because they have lost the Steel Domain Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Oh, listen to that polka music playing in the background. I love it. Cannon and Crusher, the new Steel Domain Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Wait a minute.
This is your fault, you piece of crap!
Me? What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Dedicating this match to the stupid Crusher!
I didn't say a word. Beat it. Get out of here. Take a stroll. Get out of it. Get out of here. Get out of here. The man is livid. Golden Idol. I think he popped some sequins off that ridiculous-looking jacket of his. Our broadcast colleague Ken Resnick is at ringside with the new Steel Domain Wrestling Tag Team Champions. I'm going to repeat that. The new champions, and damn, it sounds good to say so.
AJ, Eric, hey, first thing, congratulations. I mean, I got to tell you what. You two guys, well, first off, when you came out, you reminded me very much of someone I worked with in the old AWA. And I have to say, invoking the memory of the other Crusher, you more than held up your end tonight.
Thank you, Steel Domain Wrestling fans. Thank you to the best partner a guy could ever ask for, Arik Cannon. Ken, Mr. Resnick, it's an absolute honor to be standing here with you in front of this camera. I've been wrestling for Steel Domain now for 7 long years, and this is my first ever championship here. We're champions, we can put all the time in we want. I just want to go keep drinking.
I would like to do that.
Okay, here you go.
Whoa. Before you two get away, a couple things. One, I've got to say, for those fans that remember, it's been a long time since I saw a guy by the name of Crusher with a cigar and beer in the ring. But you are indeed the Crusher. Before you get away, Arik, what do you think about tonight?
I think that it's safe to say that the DaCrusher and Da Cannon are going to go celebrate right here tonight in Bloomington, Minnesota.
Well, you've already availed yourselves of the free Takaki. Wait a minute. AJ, very quick question, very important. As a new tag team champions, the next Steel Domain Wrestling is here Friday, March 29th at the Bloomington Event Center. Point blank, will you two put the titles on the line?
I think they just answered it. We are fighting tag team champions, and anybody who wants to bring it on, they're more than welcome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up your new Steel Domain Tag Team Champions.